How much joy somebody feel or how much pleasure they feel around you doesn't indicate to them how much they love you. It's how much pain from separation that they feel that makes them realize that they love you. People don't say, "Oh my God, I'm having such a great time with this person. I love her." No, they don't. They say, "Oh my fucking Christ. When I look to the right, I expect to see her and she's not there." Right? It's oh my God, like we used to freaking climb mountains together and now she's not. This is painful. It is the pain of separation is what tells you how much you really love the person. Separation, not being united. But if you're always there, they're never gonna feel that pain of separation that makes them realize that they love you. I'm not talking about separation anxiety. I'm talking about the normal pain anybody feels when somebody who they love separates them. That is when you know that you love them. Not when it's freaking hope, like when everyone is doing the worm and shit. No. And so, but we have so much anxieties, we never let it get to that point. And when we do let it get to separation, it's because they're already sick and tired of us. What people don't understand is that when you're around people, your emotions begin to develop for them, right? But you don't really feel the emotions you feel for them when they're around you. What it does though, it accumulates it, right? The body accumulates those positive feelings so that when you pull away or you leave, the body says, hey, you know, this person provided a lot of value. They made you feel good when you were there. So all of those positive emotions, then the brain uses it, repurposes it for pain, and uses that to create the sensation of I need you, where are you, I want you. They start to crave you, and those emotions will cause them to chase. But that pain that they're gonna feel for you is created through the positive feelings that they develop when they're around you. But they don't notice that they're falling in love, because usually falling in love is they notice it when you're not there. So remember, this pain that they feel for you is only realized through your presence. But once you leave, then those positive feelings that you gave them create a craving for that feeling, for that desire. And that craving is pain. But that pain at the same time makes them realize that they love you, because only somebody who I love will create this type of pain inside. By the way, if you guys enjoy this video, I would highly recommend you check out my course, Natural Chemistry. It goes along this type of video where I show you guys how to make a guy realize that they love you, how to make a guy respect you, how to increase the love that a guy has for you, how to set boundaries, how to bring your masculine side into the relationship in such a way that will make him fall in love even harder for you, right? So this is a 5-week course that I made for women who are in relationships. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, I will highly recommend you check out that course, and you could get a money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. I will not close the channel if you ask for a refund. Let's continue. Now, you can purchase the course by clicking on the description down below. But if you spend too much time with them, it's almost like food, right? If you leave your food out for too long, it's gonna get rotten, right? If you're cooking the food, you're putting it out there, right? But if you leave it out there for too long, it gets rotten. When you are too much in their presence, when you are there too long, then you might be creating the emotions. They may start making the memories, but a memory is only important when the thing has been, when the event has already happened, right? The feeling of love, the feeling of wanting to be around them is realized when you're just not there. And so a lot of the times you might be dating people and you might get the sensation that they're lukewarm with you, that they're not as enthusiastic with you, that they tend to cancel plans, and you might think, oh my God, this person doesn't love me, this person doesn't want me. They're around me a lot, you know, they do nice things for me, but they just don't have that little twink of intensity. They don't have that extra look. And the issue with that is that you're just there too long. Like, emotions are intensified and stay intense once the stimulus that you're craving is not there. Love is like I always say, it's like a drug. If you're always there, they don't really know whether or not they're addicted to you. You might take a drug And the first time you take it, second time you take it, you'll notice that you may not crave for it, right? And that's what tends to happen with people when they become addicted to drugs, is that the first few times they take the drug, they're not addicted to it, and they could go days or even weeks without craving it. Each time you fulfill that craving, the distance between you not wanting it and wanting it gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. It's a progression. That progression is different for everybody else. But what tends to happen is that a lot of people become weekend warriors at first. For example, with heroin, they become weekend warriors where they do their drugs on the weekend, and that's totally fine. But then what tends to happen is that that same person all of a sudden says, you know what, let me take it on Wednesday. And they take it on Wednesday. And then all of a sudden now they used to be able to go 6 days without craving that drug. Now they go 4 days without craving that drug, right? And that's very similar to when we develop feelings for each other, is that we begin to crave each other when you're not around. But the issue that most people have is that so many people use their relationships as a way to cope with feelings, as a way to regulate their emotions, that they tend to never create that distance. And so what tends to happen is that you push people away. A person that might love you, you push them away because they feel suffocated with your presence. Everywhere you go, there they are. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that when you want somebody's comfort at the cost of their comfort, when you want their attention but you're not aware, you're not processing that they want space. And why you're not processing it? Because you have your own pain. You're suffering on the inside, and this person offers you comfort. But the issue is that when you sense that they're uncomfortable, when you sense that they may want distance, it makes you feel rejected. It makes you feel more hurt because you take everything personal, especially when you're in a state of mind of neediness. And that tends to suppress any emotions they feel for you. Why? Because it's being replaced by the feelings of disgust, the feeling of being suffocated. It's almost like when you have a friend, when you like them, but then they do something that really makes you mad and that it bitters every emotion that you have, right? Where they might be great, but they have that one thing that completely bitters the drink. It makes it unpalpable, right? It's the same thing. Is that a lot of people right now love you, but because you're there, because you're always there, the thoughts of "I love you" doesn't come to their mind. The normal fantasizing about someone isn't there. For example, there's a reason why people tend to get into side chicks or side dudes, right? Because the side dude has more distance. They're new, right? But also the side people have more distance. In other words, they think about the other person that they're cheating with. They think about them simply because there's distance. So they start to crave them more, and the other partner that they're seeing consistently they're so habituated to it that they don't crave it. So it creates in the person that's cheating the illusion that I want the person that I'm imagining, and I don't want this person no more. What's going on is that the person you're with is so present that you don't get that intense imagination. And so this person might like you, but they don't feel that intense love because you're just fucking breathing over them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because relationships, if you're healthy, you want to be close to them. But the problem is that when you notice that that there are moments that when they want distance and you don't give them distance, that's the issue, right? And so sometimes it's not about doing more, especially if you feel like this person is losing interest. Sometimes, like I always tell you guys, you just have to make them realize what they're feeling, that they really do love you. And how do you bring out feelings? Well, like I said, death or the sensation of something ending is what allows people to feel whatever they're feeling. For example, if you have a lot of fear inside of you, right? If you have a lot of anxieties, right? But everything's perfect in your life. You have a partner, you have money, all that kind of stuff. The consistency, the routine, the predictable causes those emotions of fear to be suppressed. Now, what causes you to feel those emotions that the daily habitual routine suppresses? Unpredictability. Unpredictability, which means not being able to read you, which means doing something out of the ordinary, which means pulling away. Why? Because again, it's unpredictable because this person thinks that you're never going to leave. And when they think that you're never going to leave, any pulling away becomes an unpredictable act that they could never have fathomed. And the reason why is because you've been so predictable. What makes me think that the sun is not going to rise up tomorrow again? Why am I afraid that the sun is not there? It's not there yet. I've seen it come up so many times that I know no matter what I do to you, no matter how much I pull away, no matter how much I disregard you, you're always going to be there. And so you tend to fool yourself that you don't love this person. You tend to fool yourself that you don't have a strong feeling for them. But as soon as they get sick of your bullshit, all of a sudden, you tend to feel the emotions. All of a sudden, you tend to realize that you do love them. All of a sudden, they're more important to you. Give people those hints, those metaphors, those foretastes of the inevitable. Allow them to realize that things are not permanent, that relationships are impermanent. That realization of the impermanence of reality will make them appreciate you more. And if they don't love you, will make them realize that they do love you. Because over-validation and overstimulation tends to make you ungrateful, tends to make you suppress feelings that are actually there. And this is the thing, is that suffocating them, validating them for no freaking reason, not punishing them for bullshit, not letting them control the dynamics of the relationship because of your fear of losing them, you're divorcing them from reality. You're making them feel that the behavior that they're doing is acceptable, and you're reinforcing it. You know, like, you got to do everyone a favor. When you let somebody get away with bullshit, you're making it harder on the next person. You know what I'm saying? We all have feelings for things, right? We have feelings for our family, our friends. But what you have to understand is that we can't feel those feelings at 100% all the time. The brain likes to conserve energy, and it only gives you a certain tip of the friggin' we fucking saw that. Calm down. It's hey, we saw that. Calm down, Louis the gay guy. And it only gives you a certain, what's up with these hand motions? It only gives you a certain sense. God damn it. It only gives you a certain amount of the true feelings that you feel for them. So you may feel at 100 for them, but on a daily life, you might just feel at a 70, at a 20, right? At a 30, at a 20. You can't feel what you feel for them at 100 all the time. The only thing that allows you to feel that is when you think they're leaving. And then all of a sudden, the brain will literally bring to surface what matters, because it brings out it puts everything related to that thing at 100. So let's just say, God forbid, you're about to die, and before you die, all of a sudden, your emotions get stimulated and inflamed, and whatever you love the most will come to you in that moment, because everything is almost like it throws everything to the surface, and the thing with most weight pushes through that surface to your conscious mind. And usually it's what matters the most: your family, your friends, your dog, your reptile, I don't know, right? So that's what distance does. At every moment in time, we're numb to some things because like I said, we just cannot feel 100% love all the time. That takes up way too much energy, right? I gotta go to work. I gotta be able to not be with you. I gotta go to work. I got other responsibilities. I cannot suffer so much when you're not there, right? But that's a sign that then if you pull away, all of a sudden you become a threat, and so a threat to my self-esteem. And so then my brain will put you to the surface, like you are what matters most. And if I loved you and you pull away, I'll be shocked. I'm like, I didn't know there was that much emotions for her. Because if you pulling away creates a lot of suffering in me, then it just means that the pain, the emotional pain for suffering that I felt, is also equal to the emotional pain that I feel for you, but that I'm not conscious of because of you being creepy and not giving me space. You see how that works, right? Like, we all have that numbing quality in with everyone that we love, but it just makes sense that the brain just cannot allow you to feel those feelings all the time. And so when you never do that with someone, then the love that they feel for you becomes rotten, right? Rotten with resentment, because you just put it this way. It's like a rich person who has money saved up in your account. You never see that money unless there's a crisis. And it's very similar to that. People have a certain amount of emotions for you, and you're never going to see those emotions unless they sense the end of the relationship, or they sense you're going to die, or there's going to be a separation. And it's very similar to that. We can't be like, it's like Dragon Ball Z, right? You can't be in your final form all the time. You can't be at 100% all the time. You got to keep that peak emotion for important things. And usually those important things in this case is when you leave. So yeah, my encouragement to you is to realize that maybe it's not that they don't love you, but that they don't know that they love you. And you got to give them some space, man. You're creeping them the hell out. And once you do that, that's why some relationship with your parents, they improve when you move away, because that distance allows you guys to miss each other. When you don't let people miss you, they resent you, man. I'm telling you, man, it's the weirdest thing. That's why the person who you love the most is the person who you hate the most. A lot of times could be the person that you love the most. It goes back to my point before, that the intense feelings of love is the same emotion that you're gonna use as fuel for pain. It's like in Buddhism, when you have high attachment, you have high pain. You might be attached to this painting, but because you are attached to this God damn it. But because you are attached to this painting, that attachment is fuel for when this painting is destroyed. That will be fuel for pain. If they cannot feel pain at your separations, that means they don't feel the love in your presence. That's how that works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mindful Attraction University, taught by Professor Alex, where I teach you all of the strategies to improve your dating life and all of the courses that I have all in one place. And you can get it at a highly discounted rate. So that means you can purchase all of my basic courses without the bundles, usually at $600. You can purchase it now at $399, people, not $400. $399 for psychological purposes. Yeah, that's right. Oh my fucking God, he's showing us a scam. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Father Alex does that. So that means you could get emotional mastery, the psychological game of attraction, the feminine woman, natural chemistry, charisma blueprint, and nice girl at a discounted rate. But then, if you want to get the master's degree of the Mindful Attraction University, taught by Professor Alex, you could get the premium version, where usually all of the courses cost $1,200. Now you can purchase them all at $799 or 4 payments of $200. You guys can now also do like a payment plan. Feminine woman, emotional mastery, the whole shebang with all of the bonuses at one lower price, people. And with that, honestly, this is the type of thing that I know that if you guys get, it'll fix your dating life in ways you guys cannot imagine. Now, my worry is that it is a lot of content. Like it is, and I'm not a fan of giving people a lot of content because I don't want informational junkies. But this is the best way to get it all at all in one price. Now, look, mind you, if you purchase the bundle, I'm just gonna be honest, there's no refunds. Purchasing the whole bundles. If you guys think you guys are not gonna like it, I will prefer if you guys buy one course to see if you like it. And if you don't like that course, you could get your money back and don't purchase the bundle. Right? But if you like that course, you guys can send me an email and say, hey, can I upgrade to the bundle? Pay the difference, and there you guys will get it. But it's just like, look, man, you guys know my content. If you like one course, you like it all, right? So that's the only caveat. But I know damn well, if you purchase it, your dating life will never be the same. Okay? Now, for those who purchase the courses but want to add to the bundle, you guys can message me and maybe we can come up with a price so that you guys can get it while being able to not have to pay all the crazy prices. Okay, so just click on the description down below. There you'll see the ability to purchase the wifey basic package, which is the one that you see here for $399 without the bundles and without the bonuses. But if you guys want to purchase it with the bonuses, which is a lot of content, and I'm afraid because it's a lot of content, you guys can purchase it right here with either 4 payments of $200 or one-time payment of $7.99, right? And yeah, this is, and by the way, I made this design, you know, Father Radix is being inclusive here and stuff like that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you guys can support the channel by purchasing those courses, and I'll see you guys inside. Bye-bye.